before we get really into talking about this book, because you people know me for, there's few people in here that's known me for less than a year. All right? So a lot of you guys know a lot of what I'm saying. But what I really want to share with you today is 3 lessons that aren't necessarily in the book. One of the things I want to talk about is something that changed my life drastically. And that's understanding the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. Another thing I want to talk to you about that changed my life drastically is learning the difference between earning money and making money. Because there is a difference. And was there a third thing I wanted to talk about? Yes. The value and significance of multiple streams of income. Now, having said the key word, multiple streams of income, I am not about to get you involved. Don't take no offense, my brother, but I am not about to bring up any kind of network marketing or anything like that. But I just want to talk about the concept of multiple streams of income. And network marketing does play a major factor into that. But y'all see me on Facebook, y'all know, kindly put, I am not the network marketing dude. But just understand these concepts. This board been here all day, you know I have to use it. All right? You have your employee, and you have your entrepreneur. All right? I'm going to use myself as an example. So, Harold at one point in time was an employee, and Harold, as you can see, the branding is everything. HRJR Enterprises. All right? Obviously, y'all know Harold Reed Jr. Some people actually do ask, what does that mean? People are, no, don't. The difference, first thing I said I want to talk about was the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. An employee gets his money from his paycheck. All right? Entrepreneur creates products and services. And the combination of the products and the services produce the multiple streams of income. Anybody disagree with that? Now, using myself as an example still, I want to talk about next the difference between earning money and making money. The employee, Harold, go to work, protect and serve, put the monkey suit on, badge, gun, all that happy stuff, all right? And every 2 weeks, Harold got a paycheck. You get up, you go to work, you work your job, every 2 weeks, every week, whatever it is, you get what? You get a paycheck. The entrepreneur, I'll even use my wife as an example. She plays a very significant role in why there is an HRJR. As a matter of fact, I will use her as an example. Okay? The entrepreneur is the person who creates something, be it a product or service. They either create it and fill a void where there's nothing, or they improve upon what's already out there. My wife, she became a photographer. And the thing that made her understand that this is really what she can do as a business was she went with her father to a wedding. And he was doing, because her father got a little hustle man in him, so he was doing the videography for the wedding. And he asked her to come along to take some still pictures so that he could incorporate it into the edit, because as you can see, she got a digital camera, big fancy camera. All right? The people already had a photographer there. Paid him, he shot the pictures, and quite frankly, just like the pictures from our wedding, the couple hated the pictures they got from the photographer they paid for. And one of the relatives said, didn't the guy who was doing the video have a girl with him taking pictures? See if she got any. So, called him up, they called her up, she went there, she showed them some pictures. They were like, this is great, we want them, how much? So she calls me up and she says, what do I charge them? How much is your time worth? How long did it take you to edit those pictures? Now mind you, I figured, because I don't know what she does with the things she does with she's a photographer. I'm figuring she would take some pictures, print them out, put them in a nice little folder, portfolio, whatever, take them there. No, this woman created a PowerPoint presentation on her laptop that was about maybe 10 minutes long, something like that. with love songs, with a soundtrack, playing Etta James, all these other stuff. And that's what these people fell in love with. In addition, they practically relived that day in those 10 minutes. All right? And so what I told her was, and when she asked how much you should charge, what I told her was, you have something that these people cannot get anywhere else on the face of this planet. So, you could either really stick it to them and get paid, or you could charge them a reasonable amount of money, where you can make some money, but you can get their repeat business, and you can get referral business from them. And from this is how you can build your photography business. She created a product that existed nowhere on the face of the planet and could not be replaced. She captured these people's day in such a way that they wanted it to be captured. Okay? And because she put her price on it and they paid it, she made money. See? Go to work, do your job, get a paycheck. That's earned income. Create something. Fill a void. Fill a need. Put your own price tag on it. You determine the value of what it is. And if somebody else sees that value and agrees with that value, and they pay you a price, just like you made that product and converted it into money, you have made money. That is the difference between earning money and making money. Does anybody not understand that? It can be done. My wife was a customer service rep before she became a photographer. I was a police officer before I became a speaker. Yes, I retired. And people are like, you put in 20 years already? Yeah. No, I put in 11 years. Guess what? I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play cops and robbers anymore. There's an episode of Friends. Me and my wife always crack jokes about it, where one of the characters joined the gym. I don't know if any of you guys ever joined the gym. They really don't want to let you go. Once they got you, they really don't want to let you go. And so the character in Friends, all he kept saying was, I want to quit the gym. I want to quit the gym. But he never quit the gym. And so whenever there's something me and my wife don't want to do or whatever, we say, sometimes I want to quit the kids. You know, my wife had a dog at one time. Oh, I'm going to quit the dog. Notice I said my wife had a dog. I'm sorry, I know. That's just I'll move on. But I got to a point on the job where I said, I don't want to play anymore. You're asking too much of me and not giving me my value for who I am as a human being. Yeah, the gun and the badge and the free food from time to time. I got up to almost 300 pounds at one point. Thanks to a little friend God decided to send my way called diabetes. We had a nice conversation, and I am down to 265 pounds. Thank you very much. You clap for that, Cody. I'm feeling sexy. So we talked about the difference between earning money and making money. We talked about the difference between the employee and the entrepreneur. And here's another difference between the employee and the entrepreneur. The employee goes to work and gets his paycheck. Who gets paid first?
Boss.
Who?
The boss. Uncle Sam?
Uncle Sizzy gets paid first. Him and his homeboy FICA. FICA better not be caught walking around the streets of Harlem with a rope. And FICA gonna get jacked. FICA come to Newark, it's a problem. Okay? But the employee gets a paycheck and Uncle Sam gets paid. The taxes come right off the top. They get paid like the mob. They get right off the top. However, the entrepreneur who provides a service or product. This is my book. How much is it? $19.99. You give me $19.99. I have $19.99. I sell a lot of books. I get that money. I do speaking engagements. I get that money. My wife takes pictures. She gets that money. We do what we have to do to feed and support our families and fulfill our household. And then you know what? At the end of the year, we go to the accountant put our receipts together and say, you know what, Uncle Sam, you can have what's left. That's what an entrepreneur does. That's how an entrepreneur gets over the government. That's one of the things I learned in the book, and you can find it here. It's okay, you're all right. It's okay. Called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. These are the things I learned in that book. Okay? Now, the last thing I said I wanted to talk to you about was the significance and the value of multiple streams of income. Okay? Now, the employee gets the paycheck. Okay? And even though I'm not a cop anymore, so I don't get a paycheck anymore, I get a pension. But again, that's still just that one avenue. Now, let's take a visit to HRJR Enterprises. All right? I have products and services. And I'm not doing this as an advertisement. I love the baby, so she go ahead. All right? I'm not doing this to sell you anything. I'm just showing you an example of what you can do to create multiple streams of income. As you see, we have this book. Okay? Find a way to make a way. The book. All right? So if I sell this copy of this book, I get money. All right? Right off the bat, get money. But guess what? It's also available as an audio book. Money. Now mind you, if I sell the book, I get money. If somebody buys it online from BarnesandNoble.com or Amazon.com, I get a royalty. Royalty. Money. Okay? It's also available on iTunes. I get a royalty. Money.
Preach.
You see these streams? Do you see this coming down? I also created on my own a CD that you can get on my website. It's called Make It Happen, 10 Keys Towards Success. I sell that directly myself, and from that, I get money. Multiple streams of income. Now, let's talk about the services I provide. We talked about it, well, Kishore spoke about it, Kathleen spoke about it in my bio. I provide 2 services. One, I'm a speaker, and on the other hand, I'm also a coach. And as Keyshawn told you earlier, my time is money. There are people that I coach out of love, and then I run a business. Okay? When it comes to the business, there's money. And I'll tell you what that is. And I'm not saying it to brag, but I'm going to tell you what that is. I require commitment from the people I coach. Mandatory minimum 3 months. 3 months. You can sign up with me for 3 months, you can sign up with me for 6 months, you can sign up with me for a year. And I give discounts if you sign up for the 6 months or if you sign up for the year, because if you're going to commit that long, you should get something back. So I give a discount. Okay? But we talk once a week, 3 times a month, and on the 4th week we take a break. $75 an hour. Okay? I also do speaking engagements. And I just joined an organization called the Great Black Speakers Bureau. Okay? Their job is to find me speaking engagements. So, when I go to speak, guess what? I make money. You can do these things yourself. I'm not putting this up here to say, look at me, ooh, ah, ooh. No, I'm saying that all I did was I took things that were important enough to me in my life that I wanted to share with other people to improve their lives. So, as Rosemary said, add value to these people's lives. In turn, my reward comes back in terms of money, and also the fulfillment that I get knowing that I improve people's lives. But you can do this for yourself. You are in the place to learn how to do this for yourself. Look at these shelves.